In very recent and controversial news, the LIV and 11 of its players have filed a lawsuit against the PGA, which has stirred up a lot of issues. Additionally, amongst all of this craziness, Aussie golf star Travis Smyth has lashed back at haters who have criticized him for being a part of the Saudi-backed league. Now, stay tuned to find out all the details, along with other need-to-know LIV Golf news. Trust us, you don't want to miss this. First up, this Aussie LIV rebel has slashed back at haters. Here's what you need to know. Have you seen all the craziness that is going on between the controversial LIV Tour and the iconic PGA Tour? Well, recently, Travis Smyth, an Australian LIV Golf recruit, has lashed out at the insane amount of hate directed at him and other players on the questionable Saudi-backed tour following a busy week in New Jersey. During last weekend's event, Mickelson, the highest-paid recruit for Australian legend Greg Norman's new tour, was heckled by the crowd, with one spectator shouting, "You work for the Saudi royal family," before a tee shot. The tournament, the third and final LIV event for 2022, was met with protests from families of 9/11 victims, as 19 of the terrorists involved were Saudi nationals. While Smith is one of the lower-profile LIV players, he has not been immune to online slander. After posting a video of himself playing, he received comments such as "blood money" and "keep bending that knee to the Saudis." Smith, the world number 429, whose only professional win came in 2017, retaliated, declaring that the number of attacks from people he didn't know was becoming too much for him to bear. Despite finishing no higher than 22nd in any of the 48-man no-cut events, Smith, aged just 27, has already won just under $1 million from the 3 LIV events. More than $500,000 came from the team purse at the opening event in June in England. But while he was one of 6 Australians who competed in the first event, that number has now dropped to 4. And with organizers indicating a move to promotion and relegation for 14 events next season, Smith's cash grab may be short-lived. Rumors arose that Norman is aggressively pursuing British Open champion Cameron Smith's signature to lead an all-Australian team in 2023 with Adam Scott and Mark Leishman, which could put those players down the bottom of the LIV list out of action. Next up, McIlroy celebrates his PGA victory after the LIV Golf lawsuit makes the controversy more personal, with the Australian barred from competing. The upstart LIV Golf Series controversy became a little more personal this week, when 11 LIV rebels sued the US PGA Tour, according to Northern Ireland star Rory McIlroy. McIlroy and Justin Thomas, fellow US PGA Tour pro, both applauded a judge's decision to deny 3 LIV Golf players' request for a temporary restraining order, which would have allowed them to compete in this week's St. Jude Championship, the first event of the US PGA Tour's season-ending playoffs. The 3 playoff qualifiers were among 11 golfers who filed a lawsuit against the PGA US Tour, challenging the permanent suspensions placed on them by PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan on those who competed in any of the first 3 events of the Saudi-backed LIV Tour. McIlroy, a critic of the new series, which offers massive $20 million purses for its events, as well as signing big bonuses reportedly worth tens of millions of dollars for some of the big stars, said golfers had the right to choose the new tour, but the US PGA Tour also had the right to exclude those who made that choice. Guys will make their own decisions based on what they believe is best for them, and that's completely fine, McIlroy said. I don't hold it against anyone who goes over to play LIV or accepts guaranteed money. McIlroy has been fielding questions left and right about LIV Golf, spearheaded by Australian Greg Norman, as a PGA Tour board member for months. It comes as Australia's world number 2 Cameron Smith is said to have joined the rebels in a $140 million deal. He did, however, admit that the lawsuit cut close to the bone. I definitely have more respect for the guys who haven't put their names on the suit, McIlroy said. He did, however, state that the outcome of the entire lawsuit remained to be seen. Thomas stated that he is not looking forward to what promises to be a lengthy legal battle. However, Thomas agreed with McIlroy that the lawsuit, as well as the demand of LIV rebels to be allowed to return to the PGA Tour, heightened tensions. You can have your cake, but you don't have to eat it, he explained. Additionally, Rory McIlroy praised the judge's common-sense approach in preventing 3 LIV rebels from competing in the PGA Tour's end-of-season playoff series. McIlroy admitted that there is resentment among tour members towards those who have taken to the courts in an attempt to remain in that domain, while also competing in the Saudi Arabia-backed LIV Series. The 3 players had already qualified for the FedEx Cup playoffs, which start this week in Memphis. Mickelson, Mickelson, Ian Poulter, and Bryson DeChambeau have not, but they are a part of a broader antitrust action against the tour that will not be heard until next August. Speaking of the controversial Saudi-backed golf league, LIV Golf makes damning accusations and drags Tiger Woods into a golf feud. Here's what you need to know. Have you ever wondered why Tiger Woods has never joined the very lucrative LIV Tour? Well, it turns out he hates the idea. Now, the PGA Tour has been accused by LIV Golf of using Tiger Woods to publicly criticize players who have joined the controversial tour. Woods, a 15-time major winner, turned down a staggering $1 billion offer to join the Saudi-funded breakaway group led by the Australian legend Greg Norman. Woods publicly stated his opposition to the concept last month, and now the PGA Tour has been accused of using Woods, 46, to do its bidding by slamming those who have joined the LIV Series, according to The Sun. Cameron Smith, an Australian, is said to be the latest star to join Norman's revolution in a $140 million deal. However, according to LIV's allegations, Woods chastised particularly younger golfers for joining the tour. After being barred from competing, 11 LIV players filed an antitrust lawsuit against the PGA Tour in the United States earlier this month. Mexican golfer Carlos Ortiz later dropped his name from the list of accusers, which included major stars such as Bryson DeChambeau, Phil Mickelson, and Ian Poulter. They claim they were punished for participating in the LIV Series after being suspended from the PGA Tour. It also stated that Woods' comments echoed earlier evidence indicating that the tour was continuing to press the majors to join the tour's unlawful group boycott, to exclude LIV Golf and punish any players who participated in any LIV events. Woods also stated that he does not see LIV Golf as a long-term positive for the game. "You're just getting paid a lot of money up front and playing a few events and 54 holes," he explained. "They're blasting loud music. I can see 54 holes on the senior tour. The men are older and a little more battered. When you're young, 72-hole tests are standard. Majors used to have 36-hole playoffs. So, why is the LIV Tour so enticing?" According to various reports, Phil Mickelson received a $200 million signing bonus, while Dustin Johnson received a $150 million signing bonus. So, as you can see, the prize money for each event is $25 million, with 48-man fields playing 54 holes with no cut. For next year, Norman has announced a 14-tournament schedule. LIV Golf currently only has one player in the world's top 20, Johnson at number 18. The funding source has prompted harsh criticism of the series and the players who have enlisted, as it is seen as an attempt to divert attention away from its nasty and scary human rights record and their direct links to the September 11th terrorist attacks. Finally, a bombshell from the LIV versus PGA lawsuit has been revealed, and it will shock you. The contentious Saudi-backed LIV Golf Series is luring the game's biggest names away, but this damning revelation could change everything. Take a look. So, it turns out that a few players who left the PGA Tour for the riches of the LIV Golf Series aren't getting paid for their efforts on the lucrative but questionable Saudi-backed circuit. The news was revealed very recently in U.S. District Court when a federal judge completely denied a temporary restraining order for 3 players who were suspended by the tour after leaving for LIV. They were attempting to gain entry into the PGA Tour's FedEx Cup playoffs, which begin this week in Memphis. During the hearing, an attorney for LIV stated that players' earnings are deducted from the initial payment they received for joining. That means a $4 million first-place prize would essentially be money paid to a player for signing with the opposing faction. Before proceeding with the case, the lawyer stated that not all contracts are the same, but that not all money is guaranteed. That contradicts what a LIV official and some players have previously stated. What do you think about this? Is this why many of the players want to come back to the PGA? Probably. And there you have it. Everything you need to know about the Aussie player, Travis Smyth, who lashed back at all the haters, along with other need-to-know golf news going on right now. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. And as always, thanks for watching.